Hi, I'm Carrie Sawtell from Many Rivers Community Acupuncture, and I'm here to talk to you about acupressure for allergies. It's definitely allergy season out there right now, so hopefully pressing some of these points can help you relieve some of your symptoms. First, though, I do want to mention that acupressure should always feel good. So if you're pressing a point and it doesn't feel quite right, that's okay. Either skip that point or find maybe a different angle to press the point or use less pressure. Acupressure should always be comfortable, and you don't need to stimulate these points very vigorously in order for them to work. In fact, sometimes it's just the opposite, that lighter pressure can have an even stronger effect. So please feel free to do whatever feels most comfortable for you, and know that even a very light touch can still stimulate these points and bring you relief. So we're going to start by marshaling our body's energy and bringing its resources up to the top of the head. And we're going to do that with a point that's called Do 20. It's on the governing channel, and this point actually connects all of the yang channels of the body. So by pressing this point, you're actually raising the energy of the body to the head. And by starting with this point, we will actually engage the body's energy so that when we press the other points in this sequence, they'll have a stronger effect. So this point is very easy to find. We're going to draw an imaginary line from the apex of our ear, from the top of the ear, all the way up to the top of the head, to where it meets the midline. So we have one imaginary line here and another here, and where the two meet is the point, right at the top of the head. Now you can either press this point with one finger or use a few fingers to get the points in front and behind it, or even if you're tracing up, you can gently press with all of your fingers at the top of the head. Now we just need to press this point very lightly for the space of a few breaths. After we've taken a few deep breaths, we can go on to the next point. This next point is called Yin Tong, and it's actually one of our favorites in our clinic because it is so relaxing, and it is excellent for anxiety and depression, as well as for opening up the nose and sinuses. And it's our third eye point. And to find it, we're going to follow our eyebrows to where they meet in the center of our forehead. And with this point, you can either use one finger to gently press, or you can press two other points at the same time. These points are actually the points at the inside of your eyebrows. So if you like, you can use your middle finger to press Yin Tong, and then the two fingers to the side to press the other two. Just like this. And when we're pressing all three at the same time, I like to use a gentle upward pressure because you'll find there's little depressions at this point, at the urinary bladder 2 point, that can really help to release the sinuses. So we'll just hold either one or all 3 points gently with a nice upward pressure for the space of a few breaths. After we're done with that, we can move to one of the biggest and strongest points we have to open the sinuses. So the first thing to find this point, which is called large intestine 20, the first thing we need to do is to smile. And we're going to find our nice smile lines. And we're going to follow from the wings of our nose, the ala nazi, halfway along that wing, out into the smile lines. And you'll find, if you kind of wiggle around in here, that there's a really nice depression. And again, you can use a gentle upward pressure to press on this point. Now, this point is a great way to feel what an acupuncture point feels like. Although we depict them on our models as more like a dot on the surface of the body, they actually can be quite big and they're three-dimensional, physiologically active nodes. So while you can stimulate the point just by pressing very gently on the surface of the skin, if you allow yourself the space and the time to slowly let your finger sink into the point, you'll find that it becomes even more strongly activated. And if you breathe deeply while you're doing this and allow your body to let your finger sink in instead of strongly pressing in, but you're really letting the tissues take the pressure, you'll find that the acupuncture point actually opens up. And this is a wonderful way to help release your sinuses. Now, you might find as you're doing this that it feels good also to massage or press in here a little more vigorously, which is absolutely fine. For some people, that deeper massage can feel great. But as you're getting to know this point, it's really interesting to start very superficially and to slowly allow your finger to sink in to the point. And you'll find that the energy goes deeper up into the sinuses with that slow, gentle, steady pressure. So for these points, it's okay to hold them for 1 or 2 minutes at a time. Or you can just press lightly for a few seconds or do some very quick, gentle rubbing. After we've released large intestine 20, we want to do another deep sinus release point. And this point is called stomach 3. And if you're looking in a mirror, what you'll do is you'll find your pupils and you'll go down and then right up and underneath the bone. So if you're coming from large intestine 20, you can just move underneath the bone until your fingers are directly below your pupils. And if you don't have a mirror in front of you, then simply come across from large intestine 20 and press upwards until you find a nice depression in the bone. Acupuncture points are often located in these depressions or crooks or little deep spots in the body. They're places that the energy really likes to coalesce. And so you'll often find where an acupuncture point is located, there's a little divot. And this point, again, we can start very superficially and then gently let our fingers press deeper. You might find that your body prefers more of an inward angle or an upward angle or an outward angle, or maybe a combination of all of those. Again, if you go slowly and gently with awareness, you'll find what works best for your body. So again, we can hold these points for a breath or two or even a few minutes at a time. The next one we're going to do is especially for those itchy, red, watery eyes. And this point is found right on the temples. And if you draw a line from the outside of your eyebrow and the outside of your eye, and you find that meeting point, you'll find your finger goes over the bone and then sinks into another lovely depression. And this depression can be quite large. And here, I often like to play around with some gentle pressure on the surface until I find the point that's the most tender. The more tender it is, the more physiologically active it is. And then when you find that spot, again, gently allow your fingers to sink in. Sometimes, if you have a headache, it might feel good to vigorously rub this spot. On the other hand, sometimes when your sinuses are very full, just this light, gentle pressure can help. And this point is called Taiyang. And it's fantastic for opening, clearing, and helping the eyes, especially with allergies. Now the last point we're going to do is on the neck. And I like to add this point in for allergies because oftentimes when we have the sneezing and the stuffy nose and the itchy eyes, it can make the back of our neck tense. This point not only helps to release the neck muscles, but it also directs the energy to the head and is fantastic for helping to clear the eyes with eye allergies and also for headaches and migraines. And this point is called gallbladder 20. And again, we're going to find it in a nice depression. So if you're coming from large intestine 20, back behind your head, you're going to find you're going to go right over this muscle band, which is the sternocleidomastoid muscle. And as you slip your fingers right over the hump of that muscle, you'll come into another depression. And if you raise your fingers up, you'll find a nice depression at the back of your head. So you can either come forward and press up, or you can take your thumbs and kind of cup the back of your head. And you'll find when you're cupping back up in here, your two thumbs fall into a very natural depression. And if you know your anatomy, this is the depression between the sternocleidomastoid muscle and the trapezius muscle that comes up from the back. And again, with this point, we want to put the pressure upwards because again, we want to lift the energy up. And here you might find that some more vigorous massage feels a little more comfortable. But again, feel free just to allow your fingers to sink in slowly over time until those muscles release. So to recap, we started with Do 20 on the top of the head. We went to Yin Tong and urinary bladder 2 on the sides of the eyebrows. We did large intestine 20 and then stomach 3, Taiyang to help open the eyes, and we ended with gallbladder 20 at the back of the neck. Now you don't have to do all of these points each time. You can use the ones that you find most effective. You can use just ones on one side of your face if maybe you're just experiencing sinus congestion on one side of the face, or if you're driving and you want to just press a few and then press a few more, whatever works for you. Again, remember that acupressure should feel comfortable and you should feel good after, maybe a little relaxed. So I hope everyone stays healthy and feels good. Thank you so much for tuning in today.